There is one secret ingredient that is more important than the rest if you want to attract qualified coaching clients who have money and want to work with you. So let's talk about that today in this video. Now, before we get to the one thing that is more important than anything else, what I want to do is I want to talk to you about the 4 things that coaches focus on that they think are the most important thing. The first one, it's just really a myth, is social proof. A lot of coaches think if they just get thousands of followers, if they get tons of testimonials, if they get written up in a major magazine like Forbes or something like that, if they get all this kind of what's called social proof, that external proof, that people will go, oh my gosh, this coach is amazing, I need to work with them. The problem with that strategy in terms of getting qualified coaching clients is anybody can get that, okay? You can engineer social proof all day long. You can buy your way into magazines. You can get people to give you testimonials, who weren't even clients, just character testimonials, stuff like that. Like, you can engineer social proof, okay? And so a lot of people are just immune to it. A lot of potential coaching buyers are like, everybody's got a book and all that kind of stuff. So the second one is technology. If you just have the right tools, that's going to be the secret ingredient. And the problem is all these tools out there are designed to strategically sell you into their tool and make you think that owning that tool is going to get you a lot of clients, okay? The third myth is, well, if I can just offer cheap pricing and an amazing guarantee, meaning if I'm a health coach and you work with me and you don't reduce your weight by 50 pounds in 10 weeks, well, you don't pay a thing until you do, that kind of thing. And that just doesn't work, because that brings in the wrong type of buyers. Because at the end of the day, if people are focused on that, they're focused on basically an out. It's not about, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it work. It's like, well, I'll do as little as possible. If it doesn't work, I get my money back. You do not want to do that. That's not coaching, all right? That's just giving guarantees to get clients and have those clients leave, all right? And then the fourth one is amazing marketing. Well, if I just have the best of everything, it's going to work. So that's not going to do it either. So what is the one thing? The one thing is that you need to be seen as the only option, okay? If you're seen as the absolute only option, then everything else takes care of itself. And I'm going to explain to you how to do that in the next couple minutes. And I want to explain to you why you need to do this. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to do this, and then I'm going to explain to you how to actually do this, okay? The first reason you need to be seen as the only option in your niche, even if you were new, okay? It's possible to do even if you're new. If you're like, geez, I've only got 3 clients. I used to work offline, and network and get clients from referrals. Now I'm coming online. I'm trying to make this work. Nobody knows about me. You can still do this, okay? 3 reasons why you need to do. First one is market oversaturation, okay? There's thousands upon thousands of coaches in every niche worth going into. It doesn't matter who you're trying to reach. You've got a lot of people doing the same thing. And so we have to figure out a way to stand out. And the problem, again, is you can't use those 4 strategies I just told you, because it's really not going to set you apart, okay? Everybody's got testimonials. Everybody's got tools. Everybody's got, not everybody, a lot of people have cheap pricing. A lot of people have amazing marketing. Like, how do you win, right? Have to be seen as the only option. I'm going to show you how. Number 2 is trust. Buyers don't trust people as much anymore because there's so many people saying the same thing. So how do they know who to work with, right? How do they know who's going to be the best? And the third thing is it gets you a cheaper cost per result, really, when you run ads. If you can be seen as the only option, you're going to get more people clicking on your stuff. It's going to be cheaper. It's just going to be a better situation all around. So how do you do this? You're wondering, well, how? What's the big secret? Like, stop withholding it. Well, first of all, here's how you do it. The first thing you have to do is you have to think, what has everybody in my coaching niche tried that they don't like or isn't working? So for example, let's say you're a life coach who teaches people how to have a better mindset, okay? As an example, this could be any niche, but you're a life coach who teaches people how to overcome or have a better mindset. Well, what of all the things that they've tried that they don't like and haven't gotten results? It could be, for example, let's talk about some. Maybe they've read a lot of books. Maybe they've been to a lot of conferences. Maybe they've taken on mentors and done NLP stuff. Or like, what are the things they've done that have been an investment of some sort that they didn't work, right? And so what we want to do is we want to set ourselves up as the person who helps people who have done those things and that it hasn't worked for them, okay? So for example, one of the strategies you can do is a little trick is you can actually focus your messaging and being like, hey, I'm the mindset coach for people who have failed who have already hired mindset coaches that haven't worked, who have tried, read at least 5 mindset books, who have been to multiple big conferences and still have not gotten any results from, having a better mindset. And that's a really easy strategy to implement in your messaging so that people see you as the only option. So now you've set yourself apart. Now, the biggest thing is don't name drop, because what will happen is you start name dropping. If you've been to so-and-so's conference and it failed, well, that is going to get you in trouble. You're just going to get a lot of lawyer letters and stuff. So you don't cut anybody down. Nobody likes that. But it's basically, hey, if you've tried all these things and they haven't worked, well, then I'm the person for you, because I specialize in only helping people who have already done all these things and it's completely failed for them, or they just haven't got the results they want to use or they want, okay? And so you will do this in your marketing, you do this everywhere, right? And you position yourself this way as the last option, not the first option, because now you're going to get a better qualified person reaching out to you. It's like, oh my gosh, this is totally me. I've tried all these things and nothing has worked. Oh, I'm so glad I found you. So it immediately positions you as something different than the other thousands of Me Too marketers out there who are coaches who are saying, oh, I can help you have more abundance and set more goals and all this stuff. So what you're just doing is positioning it, being like, hey, have you done all those things and they've totally failed and it's not got you anywhere and you've worked with this type of coach and this type of person? Well, if you have, here's why it's failed and here's why I'm the right fit to help you. Okay, so do you see how that works? So the second way you make yourself the only option is you niche way down, okay? And you don't go broad. And so a lot of coaches, what they do, especially life coaches, they'll be like, well, I can help everybody with everything. I can help with confidence, and I can help with clarity, and I can help with mindset and goal setting and all these limiting beliefs and NLP and all that kind of stuff. And that's great, but the problem is a lot of people don't know they even have those problems. So what you got to do is you got to niche yourself down to focus on fixing one problem, not focusing on selling opportunity, okay? Because here's the thing. So you're going to focus on, hey, have you tried all these things and they failed? Well, I'm the expert on that because the only thing I focus on is helping people who basically, who can't find any, who basically lack confidence and always seem to sabotage their business or whatever it is you do. What is that big problem? There's going to be one problem that you're going to help solve, and now you're niched it down to only helping that one thing. Look, when they become a client, you've got a toolbox, you can help them with 25 things, but people are thinking in the one problem. What's keeping them up at night? What are they waking up first thing in the morning going, oh, got to deal with this. I got to fix this. This sucks. I can't do that. That's what they're buying themselves out of. That's what they want to fix, and you need to focus on that. So we're going to start off with, you're the coach who helps people overcome or who only works with people who have tried all these other things, which what that does is that raises their hand and says they are qualified. Because again, you don't want to work with people who are interested. You want people who are committed, because people who are interested will click on all your stuff, and then you're going to say, hey, my coaching is like, I don't know, 10K, 12K. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. I'm just going to read a new mindset book, or I'm going to watch a video, or I'm going to go to a conference that's in town, right? So what are you going to say to that? You can't argue. You can't be like, oh no, my coaching for 12 grand is way better than that conference. You know it is, because you're going to coach them versus they're going to sit in a stadium with, or hotel ballroom with 1,000 other people. They're not going to get any help. They're just going to get information, right? Not to diminish conferences and stuff. That's not the point. but when it's in correlation with coaching, okay? And so you need people who have already done those things and haven't got the results, okay? And that's how you help them, so that you're not selling prevention, you're helping somebody who's committed and done a bunch of stuff and want to work with you. And then the next thing, like I said, is you're niching down. All right, before I tell you the third thing, here's what I need. I need you to do two quick things. First thing is click the like button so I know you like this video so I can create more of them. Like it, okay? Second of all, hit that subscribe button somewhere around here. The reason why is this. I spend roughly $1 million a year roughly on Facebook ads on getting coaching clients. And then what I do is I share the information of what we're learning, what's working to get clients, what's not working, strategies that we failed at, the newest ideas that we found successful. And I teach them here on YouTube for free, okay? But the problem is you're not gonna know about the upcoming videos unless you hit the subscribe button. And you just never know if the next one or one of the ones that we have in production is gonna be the exact video you're gonna need to get the coaching clients you need to grow your coaching business. So the only way you're gonna find out about it is you click the subscribe button. Again, they're free, it's not gonna cost you a thing, right? So click the subscribe button so that you're gonna get access to the upcoming videos that we have on how to get coaching clients and what we're doing, spending a ton of money on ads so you don't have to. All right, the final thing you need to do is you need to niche down based on some sort of economic qualifier so that you can get the people who have the money, right? So we need people who are qualified financially. Now, in a life coaching niche, you can't always say like, hey, if you make $100,000 a year or something like that. So you want to focus on more like professionals, all right? Because some professional people who have this struggle. So that way in your messaging, your ad and all your stuff, it's going to be like, hey, are you a professional working 50 hours a week and struggling with these things? And then what that's going to do is it's going to go, oh yeah, that's me. I told you that. I work 50 hours a week. I'm burned out professional. I got all these problems. And then somebody who's like working at, whatever the night shift at the fast food restaurant, they're not going to click that ad because they're like, no, that's not me. I just work the night shift, right? And so we need the qualified people, and that's the way you do it. So I need you to do those things there. I packed a lot in this video. You might want to watch it again. And here's what I want you to do here. In the pinned post, or pinned comment, or in the description, there's a link I need you to click on. That link's going to take you to an upcoming webinar I have on the 300-word Facebook ad strategy and snowball system that I use to attract qualified coaching clients. And I want to teach you what's working now. Because again, I spent a ton of money. I'm going to teach you in that webinar the biggest mistakes that coaches are making, the lies and myths that gurus are teaching that don't work anymore, that most coaches are following, and the strategies that are actually working to attract coaching clients who have money and who want to work with you and how to implement it. So click that link and we'll see you on the webinar.